morning from London. Welcome to the RANsquawk European morning briefing for today, Wednesday, the 12th of October. Been a rather exciting session in Europe so far. Despite the equity markets opening lower, there have been a sharp rally across all the asset classes, been supported by a couple of things. Firstly, in the latest update from Slovakia, despite the EFSF ratification not happening yesterday and a no confidence vote being passed, the outgoing government has said they may conclude talks as early as today with the main opposition Smer party in order to form a government, with a new re-vote on the EFSF amendment likely to take place tomorrow. So it has spurred risk appetite there. Also, we've seen the first of the ECB's 3-month dollar allotments. A Reuters poll expected an allotment of around $5 billion, coming in a lot lower than that at 1.4 today. So perhaps the bank funding situation in terms of dollars is not as bad in the Eurozone, and we have seen the equity markets again being supported by that. And lastly, there's a scheduled speech from EU's Barroso at 1:15 London time, in which many market participants now expect him to unveil his plans for bank recapitalisation. So markets somewhat pricing that in, particularly in the DAX, that's trading up over 1% today. And looking towards the currency markets, the big mover has been particularly the dollar index, currently trading down 1% on the back of that. After taking out the 137.00 options barrier, Eurodollar is now looking to test 138.00 to the upside, and also Aussie in the Aussie dollar pair, after coming back above parity, is now extending those gains. Looking elsewhere, particularly for the UK, the jobless claims number coming in at 17.5 thousand, lower than the expected 24, and we have seen the sterling currency rise on the back of that. Looking towards the fixed income markets, early on there wasn't a widening of the 10-year government bond yield spreads, particularly in Italy and Spain. However, the risk-on sentiment has pushed bunds significantly lower in recent trade. Also, across the fixed income markets, we've seen gilts and the US 10-year also weighed. Looking also towards the bunds specifically, we saw a 30-year bund tap coming in with a bid to cover ratio of 1.1, technically uncovered, and bunds extending their losses on the back of that. Looking further ahead then into the US session, a lot of focus will be on the FOMC minutes due to there not being any particularly exciting Tier 1 data out. So the minutes of the September meeting, remember this was a 2-day meeting, so this will be closely watched for any comments. Elsewhere, we have the earnings from PepsiCo, that's the big earnings today from the US, and later on we'll have a 10-year US note auction. Also, worth of note, there are 3 Fed speakers scheduled for today. But that's enough from me. Have yourselves a great trading day.